Spurs players' performance at the World Cup group stage. Robertson, Scotland. New signing Robertson played for Scotland and he did okay, Being in a line of 4 defenders, he really can do so much. And Robertson ain't an offensive defender. He just did okay, he was a 7, never bad but never excellent. In the first match against Haiti, he did really good. He has the captain put in the hard work, holding the line good against the Haitians. As I said, he has solid 7. In the match against Morocco, it was really a shame for Scotland. They lost just by a really early error in the minute 2. It ended 1-0 for Morocco. Robertson did good against the 7th best country in the world, so respect for my boy. And the last match for Scotland against Brazil, here his teammate Scott McKenna. His match was terrible. Robertson was doing good but was substituted by the halftime cause a little injury and some pain. They ended the World Cup 2026 for Robertson. As I said, always a solid 7. Rodrigo Bentancur, Uruguay. Bentancur was the most important player in Bielsa's team. He played all the possible minutes. He was the player with the more minutes played of Uruguay, being always a straight 7 or maybe a light 8. He played good, but Uruguay was a shame. All the team, it was horrible. I would say Uruguay was the worst country at the World Cup, but for errors by Bielsa and the other teammates, the goalkeeper in the last match, it was a shame. Round of 32. Luka Vuskovic, Croatia. I know this traitor rat isn't at Tottenham anymore, but he was at the World Cup time. Vuskovic just played 66 minutes and it was in the first match. He played really bad, and for that the victory of England 4-2 to Croatia. His horrible performance made the coach not to put Vuskovic anymore in any match. Kevin Danso, Austria. Danso played 4 matches. 2 of them he played the full match and the 2 of them Austria lost. Casuality or causality? Well, Danso wasn't that bad. Neither that good, he was just okay for an Austrian player. In the match against Spain, he was the best Austrian defender, so he did good. Lucas Verbal, Sweden. Lucas started as a second role player for Sweden, getting in 3 matches, but being him the first one of the substituents that gets in the pitch. He was the 12th player. He finally got his opportunity in the most important match of Sweden against France in the round of 32. But he did okay, not bad but not brilliant, like all Sweden. An easy 3-0 by France. Anyways, who expected something from Sweden? Pape Matar Sarr, Senegal. Pape just played in 2 out of 4 matches. Pape had always been a second role player for Senegal. I mean, he young, he like 24 years. You know what I mean? I think Pape need more appreciation in Senegal. Anyways, Senegal was just a shame, just winning 1 game in the whole World Cup, and it was against Iraq. Pape played against Norway 18 minutes and couldn't do much. And in the match against Belgium, oh my fucking god, Senegal. How you flop that? How you gift that victory? It was 2-0 for Senegal in the 85th minute and it ended 2-3 for Belgium. Incredible to the bad. Pape played 46 minutes and he just passed the ball to the wingers. They didn't do nothing. Senegal was a shame in general. Mickey van de Ven, Netherlands. Mickey was the left back starter in the Netherlands. He played all minutes against Japan and Sweden, giving really good performance. Then he rested against Tunisia because it was a free match. Then against Morocco he played 86 minutes. He, Paul van Heck, and Virgil was the highest points in Netherlands. The rest of the team was just mid. The attackers are a shame for this country. Mickey played so good, doing his job and sometimes trying something, a pass for the wingers, like a really good center, but he got eliminated as a disappointing Netherlands did. Jean-Paul van Heck, Netherlands. If I told you Mickey was a high point in Netherlands, Van Heck was Netherlands itself. He played all possible minutes for his country, all possible minutes, everything, all minutes against Japan, Sweden, Tunisia, and 120 minutes against Morocco. He literally was the most important player for Netherlands. His defensive job was incredible, doing everything right and never failing. Van Heck was literally a 9 of 10. Excellence itself. I love you, Jean-Paul van Heck. I'm really proud that you have come to Tottenham. Thank you. Semi-finals. Jed Spence, England. What to say about my loved Jed? He shut all the mouths. Literally everyone criticizing Tuchel for taking Jed for the World Cup, but he knew what he was doing. Spence was in the starting 11 in 4 of 8 matches against Ghana, DR Congo, Argentina, and France. He won his place in the starting 11 with time, hard work, and showing to the world what he can do. Spence was one of the highest points of England against Ghana. He played so good as right back too. His hard work against Mexico and his master performance against Norway. Oh my fucking god. Without Spence, England would have lost that match. Trust me, literally, he was so incredible. And then his excellent match against Argentina in the semi-final of the World Cup. Hard to believe, but making the things difficult to Lionel Andres Messi Cucitini, the best player in the whole history. More than 3 times he alone stopping Messi. Incredible. Use that. Even Rio Ferdinand said, put some respect on the name. Jed Spence. Even he recognized Spence. Good, recognize good, they say. And the icing on the cake was his match against France for the 3rd place. What a match by Spence. And just remember, no one believed in him at the beginning, just us and Tuchel, the Spurs fans. Final. Cuti Romero, Argentina. What to say about Cuti? He was untouchable, unmovable. He was in the starting 11 in all matches except for Jordan, that it was a free match. Literally couldn't play all the important moments. He and Lisandro Martinez were the 2nd and 3rd more important players for Argentina, just behind Messi, Could even scored, and he was the changer moment maker for Argentina in the round of 16 against Egypt. Could was incredible. His performance was excellent. Sadly, he got injured in the final against Spain, but he gave his all till the end, and that is what mattered. Always putting the hard work, trying and never giving up. Cody was just excellent.
It's a real. I say real.
Marco Senesi, Argentina. Marco Senesi was not caught up in the beginning, but then Leonardo Valerdi got injured and the Argentina team called up Senesi as his replacement, so his role wasn't gonna be important. He just played 2 of 8 matches against Jordan, and in the final he got in the 102 minute. He did okay for the situation, and that's all, Pedro Porro, Spain. My loved Pedro Porro. I love you so much. A lot of Spain fans were criticizing De La Fuente for taking Pedro Porro for the World Cup, and how wrong they were. Let the ones who know do the things. Without Pedro Porro, Spain couldn't have won the World Cup. Just as that, Pedro Porro didn't play the first match against Cape Verde. Shout out to Bociña and Sidney Lopez Cabral. You know, you both got it, twins. Keep going, man. You got it, man. And I think Bociña got a contract with Colo Colo from Chile. So yeah, good. Pedro Porro won his place against Saudi Arabia. He played really good. Then he didn't play against Uruguay, but then he was untouchable. He was unmovable from the starting 11. He played all the possible moments since round of 32. He was the second best player of the match against Austria. Then Nuno Mendes and Joao Felix couldn't do nothing in the Pedro Porro area. Then he did excellent against Belgium, being so good at the defense and letting Lamine Yamal fly to win the player of the match. And then the peak of his career, the semi-finals against France. In the defense, Porro was just perfect. But then when the match was tough and the ball was hot, Pedro Porro invented a goal out of thin air. Literally, no one could believe it. Neither Pedro Porro. What a fucking goal he did. It was incredible. He just scored the most important goal of his career, and Pedro Porro was named the man of the match of the semi-final of the World Cup. And then the final, Porro did an amazing performance in the defensive and offensive part. He was just incredible. And with that, Spain and Pedro Porro won the World Cup against Argentina. And I just want you to remember that a lot of Spanish folks didn't want Porro to go to the World Cup, and Porro ended being in the dream starting 11 as the starting right back, also in the team of the tournament, also as the right back, and he was the second best defender of the whole World Cup 2026. Porro, it's just the proof that nothing is impossible if you work hard and believe in yourself. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. Do your thing. Keep going and believe in you.
Every other day I'm wondering what's a human being gotta be like? What's a way to just be competent?
What a performance by Spurs player, huh? We got a world champion at Tottenham by third time in a row. Lloris in 2018, Curry in 2022, and Porro in 2026, and the three of them being key players for the World Cup champions. What a massive club we are, and thanks to every Tottenham player for his hard work and his performance in the World Cup. Congratulations to my loved Porro. You deserve it, Porro. And just a reminder that whatever wins, Argentina or Spain, we was gonna have a World Cup champion in our team, like the massive club we are.